And welcome into another live stream here. It is game one of the American League Wild Card Series between the Red Sox and the Yankees. Longtime rivalry. Now they meet in the playoffs for a berth in the division series. We will talk about this momentarily, but first, let me begin with a prayer. Lord Jesus, thank you for this day. Thank you for looking over us all, Lord, and please protect all these players and please protect everyone in the stands and just look over us all. We need you right now, Lord, and please look over us and keep us safe. In your name we pray. Amen. Red Sox and Yankees. The longtime rivalry continues. This time, game one of the American League Wild Card Series, best of three. Winner of this series to take on the AL East winning Toronto Blue Jays. So Blue Jays will be facing an AL East rival in the division series. Which will get underway on Saturday. But game one of this series, great pitching matchup as the Red Sox will send Garrett Crochet to the mound. The Yankees, that would have gotten me in trouble. The Yankees will send Max Fried to the hill. Both teams going with their number one pitchers here in the opener of this wild card series, Red Sox and Yankees. Regular season series this year, Red Sox had their way with the Yankees this year. Red Sox took 9 of 13 games from the Yankees this year in the regular season. We'll see what happens come postseason play. Again, Garrett Crochet and Max Fried, the pitching matchup tonight. Earlier today in the American League wild card, it was the Tigers knocking off Cleveland 2-1. So the Tigers took a 1-0 lead in that series over Cleveland. Tarek Skubal, 14 strikeouts in that game for the Tigers, giving them the win and the 1-0 series lead. And a game that just concluded 30 minutes or so ago in the National League, the Cubs defeated the Padres in game one of that series 3-1. So the Cubs take the early 1-0 lead. Back-to-back home runs in the fifth inning for the Cubs by Suzuki and Kelly. The difference in that one that led the Cubs to the win. So that will be a chance for the Cubs to clinch that series tomorrow. Do have one more game coming up tonight in the National League. The defending world champion Dodgers will be hosting the Reds in game one of that series. The Dodgers look to go back-to-back. We have not had a repeat World Series champion since the three-peat Yankees did it in the late 90s and early 2000s. So the Dodgers looking to be the first repeat champion in a quarter century. So we are set for the Red Sox and the Yankees. Let's take a look at the Red Sox lineup tonight. Refsnyder will DH. He will lead off tonight for the Red Sox. Story, the shortstop, will bat second. Alex Bregman at third base will bat third. Gonzalez, the first baseman, the cleanup hitter. Narvaez, the catcher, will bat. I beg your pardon. Let me start over. Gonzalez at first base is the cleanup hitter. Narvaez, the catcher, will bat fifth. Eaton in right field will bat sixth. Duran in left field batting seventh. Rafaela in center field will bat eighth. And Sogard at second base bats ninth and rounds out the Red Sox batting order tonight. Taking the hill for the Yankees, their ace, Max Fried, 19-5 on the season in his 32 starts. ERA of 2.86, walked 51, struck out 189. He pitched 195 in a third innings. Fried, the Yankees leader in wins and ERA, as he will go to the mound tonight, try to give the Yankees the early 1-0 lead in this series over the Red Sox, their longtime rival Red Sox. And, of course, we will see that powerful Aaron Judge hit the bat as well. Will he win the MVP once again in the American League? He's probably the front runner, although Cal Raleigh definitely made a case for him as well. It's interesting to see who gets the American League MVP. As I mentioned, the winner of this series will get the Blue Jays in the division series. The Blue Jays, as one of the top two seeds in the American League, got the bye as the number one seed. The other bye goes to the Seattle Mariners. They will get the winner of the Tigers-Cleveland series in the division series. In the National League, the Dodgers Reds winner will get the Phillies, and the winner of the Padres Cubs will get the Brewers. So we are just about set to go. And the first pitch underway in game one. First pitch grounded to short, and the throw across, and one pitch and one out here in the top of the first inning. And that's how this game starts. Refs. So Ref Snyder bounces out. Here's Trevor Story. Story takes strike one. Story hit .263 this year, 25 home runs. He drove in 96. The pitch downstairs, ball and a strike. Now the count on Story. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Crowd rises. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Two down here in the top of the first. We'll bring up the number 3 hitter for the Red Sox, Alex Bregman. Bregman, a .273 hitter this year with 18 home runs, 62 RBIs. Takes strike one. Oh, 1 pitch from Fried. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. To Alex Bregman. One pitch. Upstairs, 2-1 now, the count. To Alex Bregman. Bregman waits for Fried's 2-1 pitch, and here it is. On the ground and through into right field for a base hit. So Alex Bregman with a 2-out single here in the top of the first inning. And it will bring up the cleanup hitter, Gonzalez. Romy Gonzalez this year, a .305 hitter, 9 home runs. He drove in 53. And the pitch. Strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Upstairs, 1-1. 1-1. On the ground to third. And across in time. And that'll do it in the top of the first. Bottom of the first coming. Red Sox nothing. Yankees coming up. So the bottom of the first inning, here's the Yankees lineup they will send out. Paul Goldschmidt, the first baseman, will lead off. Aaron Judge in right field will bat second. Cody Bellinger in left field bats third. Stanton, the DH, is the cleanup hitter. Rosario at second base will bat fifth. Grisham in center field will bat sixth. Volpe, the shortstop, batting seventh. Wells, the catcher, will bat eighth. And Caballero at third base will bat ninth, and they will face the Red Sox pitcher Garrett Crochet. 32 starts this year. Crochet went 18-5, an ERA of 2.59, 46 walks, 255 strikeouts, and 205 and a third innings. The Red Sox leader in wins, ERA, and strikeouts. Crochet went undefeated 3-0 in his starts against the Yankees this year. And Paul Goldschmidt will lead it off here in the bottom of the first. Goldschmidt hitting .274, 10 home runs. He's drove in 45. First pitch, bottom one, strike one. Oh, 1 pitch, inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. One line into left field for a base hit, and Goldschmidt starts off the bottom of the first with a leadoff single for the Yankees. And here comes Aaron Judge. .331 batter in the regular season, 53 home runs, 114 runs batted in. He led the Yankees in all the statistical categories, pretty much all the statistical categories. Crochet delivers. Judge puts it through into left field for a base hit. And the first 2 aboard for the Yankees in the bottom of the first. And it will bring up Cody Bellinger. Bellinger this year a .272 hitter, 29 home runs, 98 driven in. So Crochet in a first inning jam here for the Red Sox. The pitch, strike one. Home plate umpire tonight is Junior Valentine. Run down the rest of the umpiring crew here momentarily. The 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. First base umpire Scott Berry. Mark Ripperger over at second base. Dan Iasanya over at third. And of course, we have the 6 umpires for the playoffs: Gabe Morales in left field and John Lipka in right. 2-1 pitch is fouled back, and it's now 2-2 the count on 1-2 rather, excuse me, on Cody Bellinger. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Bellinger strikes out for the first out in the bottom of the first. And it'll bring up the cleanup hitter for the Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton. Hit .273 this year, 24 home runs, 66 runs batted in. And the pitch is fouled away for strike one. Oh, 1 inside, 1-1 now the count. One downstairs, 2-1. Two-one pitch, swing and a miss, 2-2. Two on the ground. This might be 2 going to second. 1 on to first, double play, and that ends the bottom of the first inning. So the first 2 Yankees get on, but a strikeout and a double play ends the first inning threat. Inning in the books in the Bronx, game 1. Red Sox Yankees, no score. So both teams get base runners on here in the first inning, but do nothing with them. And we are scoreless after 1. The Red Sox catcher, Carlos Narvaez, will lead it off here in the second inning. Sorry, I was answering a text message, so apologies. We head to the second inning. No score in this one, and here is Narvaez leading off the Red Sox second. This year, a .241 hitter, 15 home runs. He's drove in 50. First pitch, top of the second. Strike one. Oh, 1 pitch. Outside. That'll even the count a ball and a strike. One pitch on the way to Narvaez from Fried. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Now the count. One-two pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Narvaez goes down on strikes, and there's the first out here in the top of the second. It'll bring up the number 6 hitter for the Red Sox, Nate Eaton. 296 hitter this year. Eaton appeared in just 41 games this year for the Red Sox. And strike one here. 0-1 pitch to Eaton. Outside. That'll even the count a ball and a strike. One pitch on the way. On the ground on 2 hops to second. Throw over to first in time to retire Eaton for out number 2. And it'll bring up the number 7 hitter, Jarren Duran. Duran, a 256 hitter in the regular season, 16 home runs. He drove in 84. He was the Red Sox leader in on-base percentage this year. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Strike one pitch on the way. Duran sends it up the middle, fielded there, and the throw in time. And the Red Sox retired 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second we go. Red Sox Yankees in the Bronx. Game 1, no score. It will be the Yankees' second baseman, Rosario, leading it off here in the bottom of the second. Ahmed Rosario. So a very quick first inning and a half here. Nothing across run-wise so far. Game 1 in this American League Wild Card Series. Same schedule set up for tomorrow. Same teams and the game times they were in today. And then Thursday is TBA, depending on what happens tomorrow. So we go to the bottom of the second inning. Beautiful Tuesday evening in the Bronx. 76 degrees. First pitch, bottom 2, is fouled back by Rosario. Strike 1. A 1 pitch to Rosario is inside. Counts even 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Rosario steps up and awaits Crochet's 1-2 pitch. On the ground to short. Easy play there. Throw across to first in time for the first out in the bottom of the second inning. And it will bring up Trent Grisham. .235 hitter this year, 34 home runs. He drove in 74. Steps up with 1 out, nobody on in a scoreless bottom of the second. Pitch to Grisham, misses outside, ball 1. One-zero pitch, that's right down the middle for strike 1. That'll even the count, a ball and a strike. One, swing and a miss. 1-2 the count on Grisham. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Grisham strikes out. Crochet's second strikeout. And with 2 out, nobody on, it'll bring up the shortstop, Volpe. This year he hit .212, 19 home runs, 72 runs batted in. Pitch to Volpe on the outside corner for strike 1. A 1 pitch. Inside, that'll even the count 1-1. Crochet's 1-1 pitch. Volpe fouls it back. It's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two. Volpe hits it foul, right side. That will reach the seats. It will stay 1-2. Another 1-2 pitch. Volpe sends it into right field, hit pretty well, and that's going to go and gone. Volpe sends it out, and the Yankees grab an early 1-0 lead in the bottom of the second inning. Anthony Volpe sends it 382 feet to the right center field seats. And the Yankees strike first in game 1. Here's Austin Wells. Strike one. Wells, a .219 hitter this year, 21 home runs. He drove in 71. Oh, 1 pitch to Austin Wells. That misses tight, 1-1. One pitch. In the air. That's the first baseman, Gonzalez, calling for it and making the catch to end the inning. But Volpe's second inning home run to right center field gives the Yankees a 1-0 lead as we head to the third. Again, these two teams this year, this season series was handily handled by the Red Sox this year. They won 9 of the 13 regular season meetings, but trail in game one in this one 1-0 on the Volpe home run. Leading off the Red Sox third will be Rafaela. Rafaela on the year hit .249, 16 home runs, 63 runs batted in. So again, the Tigers took a 1-0 lead over Cleveland with a 2-1 win earlier today in the other American League Wild Card Series. And the Cubs took a 1-0 lead on the Padres with a 3-1 win in Game 1 of that Wild Card Series in the National League. And one more to come tonight in the National League out in L.A., the defending champion Dodgers hosting the Reds in Game 1 of that series. That comes up later. Here we head to the third inning. Rafaela, the leadoff batter for the Red Sox, now trailing in the game 1-0 on the Volpe home run. As the sun starts to set over the Bronx on a Tuesday evening. First pitch, top 3 to Rafaela, ball 1. One-0 pitch to Rafaela. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 outside. That'll even the count, or that'll move the count to 2-1 from an even count. 3 teams from the American League East making the playoffs this year. 2-1 misses high, 3-1. The Blue Jays as the division winner. The Yankees, the first wild card, and the Red Sox, the second wild card. Here's the 3-1 pitch. In the air, hit to right, and playable out there for Judge, and he's got it for out number 1. And ball one, as the batter is Sogard, the number 9 hitter for the Red Sox. .260 hitter this year. 1-0 pitch, misses high, 2-0. .2-0 pitch. Strike. Here's the 2-1. That is lined to left, but foul. 2-2 now. Here comes the 2-2. Line to left. That's going to be a base hit for Sogard. Taking the turn at first, but holding right there with a 2-out single. And we're back to the top of the order now in Refsnyder. So a 2-out hit puts the tying run on with 2 out for the Red Sox here in the third. And the pitch is a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1. Upstairs, a ball and a strike. Here comes the 1-1. In the air to center field. Hit pretty well, but just shy of the warning track. The catch made in center field by Grisham. Tagging and going to second is Sogard. So the Red Sox have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. And it will bring up Trevor Story. Strikeout victim his first time up. First pitch to Story fouled away, strike 1. So a Story base hit here to the outfield should tie this game. Comes the strike 1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Oh, 2 pitch on the way to Trevor Story. And here it is. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Fried strikes out Story to end the top of the third. A single by Sogard, but he gets stranded at second. We head to the bottom of the third. Yankees lead the Red Sox 1-0. And news from Major League Baseball today, as well as the wild card round getting underway. This is from last couple days. The Rangers have announced that manager Bruce Bochy will not be returning for the 2026 season. Bruce Bochy, of course, led the Rangers to their first World Series championship 2 seasons ago. But he will not be returning this year or next year as manager of the Rangers, nor will Ron Washington with the Angels. He's had some health issues. He missed most of this season having that heart bypass surgery. I think it was quadruple bypass surgery, if I'm not mistaken. So he missed most of this year anyway. But he will not be returning as manager of the Los Angeles Angels. So the Rangers and Angels will both be looking for new managers for 2026. And earlier today in the wild card round, as I mentioned, the Tigers beat Cleveland 2-1. Tarek Skubal, last year's American League Cy Young Award winner, 14 strikeouts in that Game 1 victory for the Tigers earlier today. So they have a chance to close out their division rivals from Cleveland in Game 2 tomorrow. And the Cubs got back-to-back home runs in the 5th inning from Suzuki and Kelly to beat the Padres 3-1 in Game 1 of that National League Wild Card Series. So the Cubs a chance for the closeout tomorrow. And here we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's going to be Caballero leading it off for the Yankees here in the bottom of the 3rd. Up 1-0 on the Volpe 2nd inning home run. First pitch, bottom 3, is at the knees, strike 1. Caballero, a .236 hitter this year. The strike 1 pitch is now 0-2. Crochet set to deliver the 0-2 to Caballero. Upstairs, that's now a ball and 2 strikes. Comes the 1-2 upstairs again, 2-2. Two-two. Foul. That stays 2-2. That got a piece of the catcher Narvaez behind the plate. Or at least got his mask anyway. Two-two. That again got a piece of Narvaez behind the plate. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Yankees come into this wild card series winners of 8 in a row to end the regular season. So the Yankees are on a hot streak right now. 2-2 is way high, and that'll fill the count 3-2. Payoff 3-2, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Caballero strikes out. That's strikeout number 3 for Garrett Crochet. 1 down in the inning, and back to the top of the order, Paul Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt singled to lead off the bottom of the 1st. Strike 1. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss by Goldschmidt. Quickly down 0-2. Oh, 2 is foul. And we'll do it again. Oh, 2 outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes now the count on Paul Goldschmidt. One, 2. Outside again. 2-2 now. Two. Ball 3. Goldschmidt's battled back to a full count after being down 0-2. Judge is on deck. Here comes the 3-2 payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. They will have to throw down to first to complete the putout, which they do for out number 2. 4 strikeouts now for Crochet. And here's Aaron Judge. Single to left his first time. Back in the first. Strike 1 to Aaron Judge. Oh, 1 pitch inside. That'll even the count 1-1. One. That's down. 2-1 the count. Two 1 pitch. That's low again. 3-1. Get the feeling Crochet's being very careful with Aaron Judge. 3-1. Judge hammers it. Left center field. It's going to stay in the yard, though. And the catch made there out there by Duran, and the Yankees are done in the third. On we go to the fourth in the Bronx. Game 1. Yankees lead the Red Sox 1-0. It'll be Bregman, Gonzalez, and Narvaez coming up, the 3, 4, 5 hitters for the Red Sox. In the fourth inning, trailing by a run. I'm going to update you on my upcoming live streams on the page. It's going to be a busy week on the live stream page here. We'll be back with you tomorrow for some more Major League Baseball wild card action. Not sure what games exactly yet. Most definitely, more than likely, will be definitely game 2 of this series. Be on tomorrow night. Outside of that, don't know. Would like to do one more. Just depends on how it goes, but for sure we'll be with you tomorrow night for game 2 of this Red Sox-Yankees series. And then like Thursday's schedule is TBA, depending on what happens tomorrow, who closes out tomorrow, who goes to game 3. So Thursday's schedule is still up in the air. And then Saturday, normally I do 2 college football live streams on Saturday. I still might, but I'm debating whether this week to do 1 college football game and 1 of the division series games. Have not fully decided on that yet. So keep you updated on the live stream schedule. But tomorrow will definitely be on at least for Game 2 of this series, Red Sox and Yankees tomorrow night. We head to the fourth inning here in this one. Yankees leading it 1-0. It's going to be Alex Bregman leading off the Red Sox fourth. Bregman singled his first time back in the first inning. First pitch, top of the fourth, is a strike at the knees to Alex Bregman. Bregman gave a look back to the home plate umpire, Junior Valentine. I don't think he was too pleased with that strike call. Here's the 0-1. That's down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. One. Swing and a miss. 1-2. One-two pitch downstairs. 2-2. Two pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Fourth strikeout for Fried. That's the first out here in the fourth inning. We'll bring up Gonzalez. Gonzalez 0 for 1 so far in the game. And Fried's delivery is a little outside for ball 1 to Romy Gonzalez. Grounded out his first time up. That ended the top of the first. 1-0 pitch. Gonzalez, a bouncer to third, and the throw to first in plenty of time for out number 2. Brings up the catcher, Narvaez, with 2 out, nobody on here in the Red Sox fourth. Narvaez struck out his first time against Max Fried. Yankees up 1-0 on the Volpe second inning home run. The pitch to Narvaez misses low, ball 1. One-zero pitch. That went all the way to the backstop. 2-0. Strike. A high strike in the zone. 2-1 now. Fried looking in and delivers the 2-1 pitch. That's a little too high. It's now 3-1 on Narvaez. Eaton on deck for the Red Sox. Three one. That caught the inside corner and the count runs full. Yankee fans rise once again. Try to get the Yankees in free to 1-2-3, fourth inning. Here comes the 3-2. Payoff pitch from Fried to Narvaez. Upstairs, ball 4. That just missed the corner. And it's a 2-out walk. And that will bring up Eaton. Eaton 0 for 1. Strike. Eaton a ground out his first time up. Here's the strike one pitch. Foul back. That got the mask of Austin Wells, and it's 0-2 on Eaton. Once again, the Yankee fans come to their feet. The 0-2 pitch. Downstairs, 1-2. One-two payoff pitch. Outside, 2-2. Tried to get Eaton to chase it outside, and he almost did. Did hold up, though. Eaton steps out before the 2-2 pitch. Runner at first, 2 outs. Red Sox down a run here in the top of the fourth. 2-2 pitch. In the air. That's going to be a base hit to right field. Narvaez rounding second, heading to third. Eaton goes in at second base. It's a 2-out double, and the Red Sox have 2 in scoring position with 2 outs. And it will bring up Jarren Duran. So a base hit here could give the Red Sox the lead. Pitch to Duran is upstairs, ball 1. Duran a ground out his first time up. One-zero pitch from Fried. Downstairs again, it's 2-0. And now a meeting on the mound with Fried and his infield before this 2-0 pitch. Fried just needs one more out to get out of this fourth inning jam. Narvaez at third, Eaton at second. 2-0 pitch on the way to Jarren Duran. That's high. It's 3-0. Max Fried is already approaching the 60 pitch mark. Three-zero pitch to Duran, taking all the way, and it's a strike. Here comes the 3-1 pitch to Jarren Duran. Strike two, and that will fill the count. And the Yankee fans will rise again. Max Fried trying to get out of this fourth inning unscathed on the scoreboard. 3-2. Full count to Duran. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three, and Fried gets out of it. Red Sox strand two in scoring position. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Still, the Yankees won, the Red Sox nothing. Yankees will send Bellinger, Stanton, and Rosario to the mound in the bottom of the fourth. Still with that one-run lead. So Fried got himself into a little bit of a jam there in the fourth, but got out of it. Red Sox have now stranded 4 runners on base. So the Yankees leading 1-0. And a chance to add some insurance here in the bottom of the fourth. So bottom of the fourth coming. It's going to be Cody Bellinger leading it off in the bottom of the fourth for the Yankees. The Volpe second inning home run, the only run of the game so far, as the Yankees lead at 1-0. Winner of this series to take on the Toronto Blue Jays in the division series. Blue Jays, the winners of the AL East. They tied for the division title with the Yankees, but the Blue Jays getting the division title via the head-to-head season series win for the Blue Jays over the Yankees. And I don't care if you win your division title or not. First pitch here in the bottom of the fourth is hit to second. 1 pitch and 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. I was going to say, I don't care if you win your division title or not. If you tie for the best record in the league, you tie for your division title, you should not be having to play in the wild card round. I mean, MLB, I think the only thing they need to fix their playoff format. Forget division winners, just seed the top 6. Anyway, that's my rant that probably none of you wanted to hear. Stanton, the batter, he's 0 for 1. Hit into a double play his first time up. Stanton fouls it off, third base side. Count goes to 1-1. One. Inside, that'll make the count now 2-1 on Stanton. 2-1 pitch from Crochet to Stanton is popped foul. That'll even the count 2-2. Crochet gets set to deliver another 2-2 pitch to Stanton, or a 2-2 pitch, and that's full, and that'll run the count full. The pitch was high to run the count full. Payoff pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Stanton strikes out. Strikeout number 5 for Garrett Crochet. 2 down in the inning, and it will bring up Rosario. Rosario 0 for 1. Takes low for ball 1. One 0 pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll even the count 1-1 on Rosario. One is bounced foul, and that will move the count to 1-2. One, 2. Inside. That'll even the count 2-2. Two pitch. Foul back. That'll keep the count 2-2 as Rosario stays alive. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Bounced foul. And here will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat coming. Crochet's 2-2. Rosario bounces it to short. Easy play over to first, and the Yankees retired 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 4th. On we go to the 5th. It'll be Rafaela Sogard in the top of the order. Ref Snyder for the Red Sox. Down a run, 1-0. So far, the Volpe second inning home run has held up for the Yankees. As we are moving right along, as we have cruised through the first 4 innings. 1 run, 3 hits for the Yankees. No runs, 3 hits for the Red Sox. Both teams have played error-free baseball so far through 4 innings. Both pitchers' pitch count little on the high side. Fried at 61 through 4 innings. Crochet at 63. Saw in the earlier wild card live stream that I did between the Padres and Cubs, Craig Counsell pulled his number 1 starter after going through the lineup 2 full times. He didn't get through 5 innings, but only allowed, looks like he had a limit of just going through the lineup twice. So let's see what the manager's strategy is for the 2 starters here tonight. As we head to inning number 5 on a Tuesday night in the Bronx. One of the, if not the best rivalry in Major League Baseball, Red Sox and Yankees, and here they meet in the postseason. So Raffaello will lead it off here in the 5th for the Red Sox. First pitch, top of the 5th. Strike on the outside corner. Oh, 1 pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch on the way from Fried to Raffaella. Downstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch on the way from Fried. On the ground to second, easy play. Scooped up by Rosario, and the throw over to Goldschmidt for out number 1 here in the top of the 5th inning. Batter will be Nick Sogard. Sogard takes high, ball 1. Sogard singled his first time up, so he's 1 for 1. One-0 pitch. Strike 1. Counts even, 1-1. One pitch. Sogard sends it in the air to left center. That could be trouble. It will hold up long enough for Grisham to get there for out number 2. And back to the top of the order, Refsnyder. So 2 full times through the lineup now for Max Fried. Refsnyder will step up 0 for 2. Refsnyder fouls it back for strike 1. Ground out and a fly out for Refsnyder tonight. Downstairs on the 0-1, counts even, 1-1. One pitch. Downstairs, 2-1 the count now to Refsnyder. Two-one pitch. And here it is. Refsnyder fouls it back to even the count, 2-2. And here come the Yankee fans once again. They want to see Fried get through 5 innings. 2-2 downstairs fills the count, 3-2. Here comes a full count payoff pitch From Fried to Refsnyder. Outside, ball 4, and the tying run is on with 2 outs for Trevor Story. Story 0 for 2. He has struck out both previous times tonight against Fried. Tying run on at first for Refsnyder with 2 outs. Story represents the go-ahead run at the plate. Story fouls it back, strike 1. Strike 1 pitch on the way from Fried. Swing and a miss. Counts now 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch on the way to Trevor Story. And here it is. Instead, it's a throw over to first. Just to keep Refsnyder a little honest over there. That was just to keep him honest throw. Refsnyder only has 3 steals the entire season. 0-2 on the ground to short, and that's going to be a tough play and no play. Infield single for Story, first and second for the Red Sox with 2 outs. Volpe got over to it, but had no chance to throw out Trevor Story at first base. And now it's 2 on with 2 out for Alex Bregman. Big spot in the game right here. Bregman is 1 for 2 tonight. Base hit to the outfield more than likely ties this game. A base hit into the gap probably gives the Red Sox the lead. First and second, 2 outs. The pitch, check swing foul by Alex Bregman, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Bouncer to third, picked up, throw to first in time, and the Red Sox strand 2 more again here in the 5th. Halfway through game 1 in the Bronx, it's still the Yankees 1, the Red Sox nothing. Red Sox have now stranded 6 runners on base through 5 innings. Yankees in the bottom of the 5th inning will have the 6, 7, and 8 hitters Grisham, Volpe, and Wells coming up. Still maintaining this 1-0 lead. So Max Fried makes it through 5. He would be eligible for the win now. So the Yankees trying to add some insurance here to their 1-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Grisham will be the leadoff hitter. So bottom of the 5th coming. Crochet's first pitch, bottom 5 to Grisham, is foul for strike 1. Strike 1 pitch from Crochet to Grisham in tight. 1 ball, 1 strike. One, 1. Little high to Grisham. 2 balls, 1 strike now the count. Volpe on deck. Volpe hit the home run in the 2nd inning for the lone run of the game so far. 2-1. Grand strike called. Counts even 2-2. Grisham having a word with the home plate umpire, Junior Valentine. I think he's wondering if that was called a strike or if they say no, it's a check swing. Nonetheless, it's a strike. 2-2 pitch. On the inside corner, strike 3. Grisham strikes out for the 2nd time, and here comes Volpe. Volpe's home run in the 2nd inning is why we are sitting at 1-0 right now. Volpe takes a strike. Strike 1 pitch from Crochet downstairs. Evens the count, a ball and a strike. That was pitch number 70 for Crochet. Comes the 1-1. Upstairs, 2-1 now. Volpe eyes the 2-1 pitch from Crochet. Bounce foul. That'll even the count 2-2. Crochet's 2-2 pitch. Volpe just got a piece of it, fouled it off his foot. And it'll stay 2-2. Volpe steps back in and awaits Crochet's 2-2 pitch. Fouled away again. Pitch number 7 of the at-bat coming up. 2-2 on the way, and another foul ball. Great battle here. So we will see an 8th pitch of the at-bat. Here comes the 2-2 once again. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Crochet got Volpe to chase a low one. That's strikeout number 7 for Crochet tonight. 2 down in the 5th. And it will bring up Austin Wells, the Yankee catcher. Crochet's pitch to Wells hits the outside corner, strike 1. Oh, 1. At the knee, strike 2. Crochet looks in and delivers the 0-2 pitch to Austin Wells. Fouled away to stay alive. Crochet delivers another 0-2 pitch to Austin Wells, and again he fouls it off. Crochet just hit the 80 pitch mark. Oh, 2. Upstairs. A ball and 2 strikes. No, call strike 3. A late call. Wells strikes out. Yankees done in order in the 5th. We go to the 6th. Still the Yankees 1 and the Red Sox nothing. Going to be the middle third of the Red Sox order. Gonzalez, Narvaez, and Eaton coming up in the 6th. So both starters have made it through 5. Max Fried, 79 pitches through 5 innings. Garrett Crochet, 81 pitches through 5 innings. Big story of the game so far. Red Sox have had chances, but they've left 6 runners on base through 5 innings. Have not been able to put up any runs on the board yet against Max Fried. And to the 6th inning we go. So the Yankees the Dodgers looking to become the first repeat champion since the late 90s, early 2000s Yankees teams. So it's been a quarter of a century before we've had a team repeat as World Series champions. The Dodgers are going to try and do that this year, as they are in the playoffs for the 13th consecutive season. Just an incredible run for the Dodgers. They host the Reds in Game 1 of their wild card series coming up about an hour and a half from now. The Reds getting into the playoffs on the last day of the season as a result of the Mets' loss to the Marlins. That put the Reds in the playoffs. So on we go to the 6th. Here we go. Gonzalez leading it off. Gonzalez 0 for 2 so far. First pitch, top of the 6th. On the outside corner, strike 1. Romy Gonzalez has grounded out twice. Comes the strike one pitch. Swing and a miss, and Gonzalez is in an 0-2 hole. Fried looks set and delivers the 0-2 pitch to Gonzalez. Downstairs, ball and 2 strikes now the count on Romy Gonzalez. Gonzalez will be followed by Narvaez and Eaton here in the Red Sox 6th inning. One-two pitch way outside, and that'll even the count 2-2. Two-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Gonzalez strikes out. That's a half dozen strikeouts now tonight for Max Fried. And Narvaez will be the batter. He's 0 for 1. He has reached on a walk. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. It's 0-1. Strike one pitch on the way from Fried. That hits the inside corner for strike 2. 0-2 the count. Fried's 0-2 pitch. Downstairs, a ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch. Outside and low, 2-2. Here comes a 2-2 pitch on the way from Fried. Foul back. Stays alive. Pitch number 90 coming for Fried here on the 2-2 pitch. A little high, and that'll run the count full. That just missed. Fried and the Yankee fans in attendance thought they had strike 3. It was close. That looked like a pretty good pitch. Full count pitch. Fouled back. Pitch number 8 of the at-bat coming up. Narvaez steps back in the box and awaits another full count pitch from Max Fried. Another foul. What a battle this is in this at-bat. Pitch number 9 of the at-bat. Another 3-2. Outside ball 4. A great at bat by Narvaez, and he ends up drawing a walk. And Nate Eaton will be the batter. It's 1 for 2 in the game with a double. The pitch hits the outside corner for strike 1. Narvaez very short lead at first. And the pitch to Eaton's outside, 1-1. One pitch. Outside again, 2-1. Yankees bullpen starting to loosen as Max Fried is nearing the century mark on the pitch count. Luke Weaver is getting loose and quickly in the Yankee bullpen. 2-1 pitch misses outside again. These last 3 pitches have not been close. Jarren Duran on deck for the Red Sox. 3-1 the count. And the 3-1, they may have swung at ball 4 there. But Eaton fouls it off to fill the count once again. Yankee fans rise once again. 3-2 payoff pitch to Nate Eaton, time called first. Fried looks in on Eaton. And a 3-2 payoff pitch. Up the middle. That could be 2 to second, 1 to first. Double play to end the top of the 6th inning. Fried gets out of it with a 4-3 double play. And the Yankees keep the Red Sox off the board. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still Yankees 1, Red Sox nothing. Red Sox have squandered opportunities tonight. There's another one there. It'll be Caballero and then the top of the order, Goldschmidt and Judge, due up for the Yankees here in the bottom of the 6th. The Yankees maintain their 1-run lead. So Garrett Crochet, 81 pitches through 5 innings. And now Max Fried has made it through 6. He's at the 99 pitch mark. He may have just thrown his last pitch of the night. So bottom of the 6th inning coming. Yankees would like to add a run or two of insurance here. Still leading by the slimmest of margins at 1-0. So it will be Caballero, the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 6th for the Yankees. First pitch, bottom 6, low, ball 1. Crochet is back out on the mound here for the 6th. 1-0 pitch. Downstairs, 2-0. Caballero, a strikeout victim against Crochet his first time up. Now a meeting on the mound between Crochet and his battery mate, Narvaez. Two-zero pitch on the way. That's hit well to center field. That's going to stay in the park on the edge of the warning track. The catch made in center field by Rafaela for out number 1. Back to the top of the order in Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt 1 for 2 with a single, and he struck out his other at bat. Pitch to Goldschmidt is a strike. Oh, 1 downstairs to even the count of ball and a strike. That pitch into left field, that's going to be playable in left field, and the catch for Duran for out number 2. Goldschmidt gave it a pretty good ride, but Duran made the catch up on the warning track, and it'll bring up Aaron Judge. Judge 1 for 2, single to left back in the first. And a strike. A 1 pitch downstairs. That'll even the count of ball and a strike on Aaron Judge. One pitch is upstairs. 2-1 now the count. Two-one pitch inside, then the count will now go to 3-1. Three-one on the way. Ripped foul. That will fill the count. 3-2. Crochet's 3-2 payoff pitch to Aaron Judge on the way, and here it is. Foul back. Judge stays alive. Looking to the Red Sox 7th inning, it'll be the bottom third of the order. Duran, Rafaela, and Sogard. 3-2 to Judge. Swing and a miss. Crochet strikes out Aaron Judge for the second time. Yankees retired 1-2-3 in the 6th. On we go to the 7th. Still 1-0. Bronx Bombers. Great pitchers duel between these two aces tonight. The aces of their respective teams. I have a feeling Max Fried's evening might be done, but we'll wait and see. I believe it was Luke Weaver that was loosening in the bullpen in the 6th inning and was loosening pretty quickly. So we might see him come into the game here in the 7th inning. Still waiting to see who comes to pitch for the Yankees. One more wild card game, 1 to come. Reds and Dodgers. That game comes up in a little bit more than an hour from out there at Chavez Ravine. Dodgers making the postseason for the 13th consecutive season. Reds in the postseason for the first time since 2020. As we head here to the top of the 7th, Jarren Duran is going to be the leadoff hitter for the Red Sox. In the top of the 7th. And Max Fried is coming back out for the 7th inning. This next pitch will be his 100th of the night. First pitch, top 7, swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Jarren Duran. Strike 1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's quickly 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch to Jarren Duran. To first base, and the throw, and out at first base. It was fielded over there by Goldschmidt. He threw the throw over to Fried, covering first base. And that looks like it's going to be Fried's last hitter. Duran's still standing at first base. I think he thinks he beat it out. Let's see if the Red Sox ask for a review. Fried is going to be coming out, and he's going to be receiving a standing ovation, and well-deserved. 6 1/3 shutout innings for Max Fried. Four hits allowed. And he exits after 102 pitches with the lead, 1-0. No walks and, 3 walks and 6 strikeouts for Max Fried tonight. Sounds like wondering if the Red Sox are going to challenge that play at first base because Duran was still standing there. I think he thinks he beat it out, I believe. So Freed's evening is done. He stands to get the win. 6 1/3, very good innings tonight. Luke Weaver is coming in. Weaver, 64 appearances in the regular season, record of 4-4, ERA at 3.62. He walked 20 and he struck out 72, 64 and 2/3 innings. He comes on with the bases empty and 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning for the Yankees. Up 1-0. So the slimmest of leads right now for the Yankees. Rafaela will be the batter after Weaver gets his warm-up tosses in. So Weaver in to pitch. Rafaela will be the batter for Boston. Bases empty and 1 out. First pitch swing and a miss. Strike 1 for Rafaela. Rafaela's 0 for 2. He has flown out and grounded out tonight. Strike 1 pitch on the way from Luke Weaver to Rafaela. Swing and a miss again, and Rafaela down in the count, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Rafaela fouls it back to stay alive. I was wondering if we were going to see that guy. Every single baseball postseason, there's a guy that sits in the front row behind home plate. He always has a Marlins jacket on every single year. I was wondering if we were going to see him. Lo and behold, right behind home plate, there he is right there. 0-2 pitch is fouled off. He's become a fixture in the stands in the MLB postseason. Another 0-2 pitch coming to Rafaela from Luke Weaver. Upstairs, ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch. Foul back. Is this going to stay in play? It is not. Nick Sogard on deck for the Red Sox. One-two pitch once again. Downstairs. That'll even the count 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Another foul. Great battle here. Rafaela's hanging in. Another 2-2 pitch coming. Rafaela again fouls it off. This will be pitch number 10 of the at-bat. Another 2-2. That's down in the dirt, and the count runs full now, 3-2. Pitch number 11 of the at-bat. A full count pitch to Rafaela. Here comes the 3-2 payoff. Outside ball 4, and Rafaela draws a walk with 1 out in the 7th. Heck of an at-bat by Rafaela. And here's Sogard. Sogard 1 for 2 with a single tonight. Tying run at first for Boston. 1 out in the 7th. Bullpen starting to loosen again as Weaver misses low. Ball 1 to Sogard. One-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1 now the count. Top of the order, Refsnyder on deck for Boston. One pitch. Up the middle, right center, base hit. Rounding second and heading to third is Rafaela. The throw coming into second late. Sogard with a double and 2 in scoring position for the Red Sox with 1 out in the 7th. That got just enough in the right center field gap for Sogard to stretch that into a double. There's a close play at second. And the Red Sox threatening to at least tie, if not take the lead here in the 7th. And Refsnyder will not bat here. We're going to have a pinch hitter. Masataka Yoshida will be the pinch hitter for Refsnyder. Yoshida this year in 55 games was a .266 hitter. 4 home runs. He drove in 26. Second and third, 1 out for the Red Sox. Trying to get on the board and tie this game here in the 7th. At least tie this game. Fernando Cruz starting to loosen in the Yankees bullpen. Nail-biting, nervous times right now. Best scoring chance for the Red Sox tonight. Here's Yoshida, the pinch hitter. Up the middle, base hit. This is going to give the Red Sox the lead. Rafaela scores. Sogard scores. 2-run single for Yoshida. 2-1 Boston in the 7th. And that will nullify a great pitching performance for Fried, as he will drop down to a no decision. And Aaron Boone's going to come out and relieve Luke Weaver. So the Red Sox have had ample chances tonight, and finally in the 7th they break through. A 2-run single for pinch hitter Yoshida drives in 2, and the Red Sox lead it here in the 7th. And it is going to be Cruz coming on to pitch for the Yankees. Fernando Cruz appeared in 49 games this year. 3-4 record, 3.56 ERA, walked 24, struck out 72 in 48 innings. A 3-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Trevor Story will be the first batter Cruz faces. So now Garrett Crochet, the pitcher of record on the winning side now. Two runs here in the 7th for the Red Sox have given them the lead, and there's still only 1 out. So the line is complete on Fried now. 6 1/3, 4 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Luke Weaver did not retire a batter. Gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned, walked 1, and he is responsible for the runner at first base. Cruz coming on to try to hold it to where it is, a 1-run deficit. First pitch to Story is outside, ball 1. One-zero pitch is at the knees for strike 1. One pitch, bounced foul. One and 2, the count on Trevor Story. One-two pitch to Trevor Story. Upstairs, 2-2. Two-two offering. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Story goes down on strikes for the second out here in the top of the 7th. And it will bring up Alex Bregman. Bregman is 1 for 3 on the night with a single. Bregman takes high, ball 1. Yoshida the lead from first. And the 1-0 pitch to Bregman. Nowhere close, 2-0. Yoshida, medium-sized lead at first base. And the 2-0 pitch to Bregman. There's a strike down the middle, 2-1 now. Two-one pitch. Bregman swings and misses to even the count, 2-2. So Cruz a strike away from getting out of this with just the 2 and just the 1-run deficit. 2-2 pitch. Foul back. Stays alive, does Bregman. Two-two. In the air to left, but well foul. Stays 2-2. A long top of the 7th inning. And the 2-2. Upstairs, and the count goes full. The Yoshida will be off from first base with the pitch. Inside ball 4, and it puts first and second. Puts Red Sox on at first and second with 2 outs. And the batter will be Gonzalez. No, the batter will not be Gonzalez. We're going to have a pinch hitter for Gonzalez. Nathaniel Lowe will be the pinch hitter. 18 home runs and 84 RBIs on the season, 228 average. Red Sox looking for some insurance. 2 on here with 2 outs. Lowe sends it in the air to right. That is playable for Judge out there, and he makes the catch to end the inning. But the Red Sox take the lead with 2 runs. They strand 2 more, though. They have left 8 runners on base tonight. 7th inning stretch at the Bronx. Yankees now down for the first time, 2-1. The Yankees in the bottom of the 7th will have 3, 4, and 5. Bellinger, Stanton, and Rosario coming up. So the Yankees do give up the lead with 2, but it could have been worse. So the line for Weaver, he did not retire a batter, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 1 walk, no strikeouts. So the Yankees now need to rally for the first time in this game. Only down a run, and they still have 9 outs. See who the Red Sox bring on to pitch here in the bottom of the 7th. I very highly doubt Crochet is going to be back out. So the big hit for the pinch hitter, Masataka Yoshida, with the go-ahead 2-run single in the top of the 7th inning. That has given the Red Sox a 2-1 lead. And to my surprise, I didn't think Fried was going to be out earlier in the game either, but Crochet at 94 pitches is coming out to at least start the bottom of the 7th inning on the mound. Cody Bellinger will be the leadoff batter in the bottom of the 7th. Bellinger tonight is 0 for 2. So do the Yankees have a rally? Only down a run. Couple defensive changes. Nathaniel Lowe, who came in to hit for Romy Gonzalez, takes Gonzalez's spot at first base. And Yoshida, who pinch hit for Refsnyder, stays in the game as the Red Sox DH in Refsnyder's position. So here we go. Bottom 7. Bellinger to lead off. First pitch, bottom of the 7th, is a foul ball, strike 1. Crochet's 0-1 delivery to Cody Bellinger. A little outside. That'll even the count a ball and a strike. One pitch is in the air, popped up. And the shortstop, Trevor Story, makes the catch for the first out in the bottom of the 7th. And it'll bring up Giancarlo Stanton. Stanton 0 for 2 tonight. Yankees have been held to just 3 hits through 6 1/3 innings in this game. That's bounced to third on one hop. Fielded easily by Bregman, and the throw to first, and there's 2 outs very quickly here in the bottom of the 7th. And here is Rosario. Since the Volpe home run in the 2nd inning, the Yankees have not had a base runner since then. First pitch to Rosario is right down the middle for strike 1. 0-1 pitch is hit to third again. Bregman, and a 6-pitch bottom of the 7th inning for Garrett Crochet. He makes it through 7. We go to the 8th at Yankee Stadium. It's still the Red Sox 2, the Yankees 1. So here in the 8th inning, the setup man, Devin Williams, will come on to pitch. Appeared in 67 games this year, 4-6 record, 4.79 ERA, 25 walks and 90 strikeouts in 62 innings. One of the setup men, I should say. He also had 18 saves this year, did Devin Williams. So he was used in setup and closing roles this year. He's coming on here to try to keep the deficit where it is at 1 run. For the Red Sox, it will be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Narvaez, Eaton, and Duran, due up in the top of the 8th. 16 straight batters retired by Crochet since the Volpe home run. And looks like we're going to have a defensive change in the game for the Yankees. Jazz Chisholm is coming in to play second base. He will replace Rosario at second base defensively. So here we go, top of the 8th, 4th Yankees pitcher. Of the night, Devin Williams. And here's Narvaez to lead it off in the top of the 8th. 0 for 1. He struck out and he has walked twice. First pitch, top of the 8th. Outside, ball 1. One 0 pitch. Upstairs, 2-0. Outside, 3-0. The 3-0, that's high, and a 4-pitch walk to begin the top of the 8th inning. And now it'll breathe. The batter will be Eaton. The batter will not be Eaton. We're going to have a pinch hitter, Wilyer Abreu. Abreu, a 247 hitter this year, 22 home runs, 69 runs batted in. The pitch to Abreu is a strike. Narvaez at first. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Abreu's in an 0-2 hole. Oh-2, upstairs, 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Abreu pops it up. Shortstop Volpe makes the catch. One down. And here's Jarren Duran. Hitless in 3 at-bats tonight. First pitch is off the plate for ball 1 to Jarren Duran. 1-0 pitch. Duran lifts it left field side foul territory. Caballero with a play, and he's got it for out number 2. Caballero almost overran that in foul territory, but regrouped himself. 2 down in the 8th. And here's Rafaela. Rafaela 0 for 2. He has walked and scored. He scored on the 2-run single by Yoshida in the 7th. That turned a 1-run deficit to a 1-run lead for the Red Sox. There's a throw over to first. That pitch lifted into left field, barely having to move out there in left field, and the catch is made by Bellinger for out number 3. Red Sox get a walk but strand the runner. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 6, 7, and 8 due up for the Yankees. Grisham, Volpe, and Wells, they're down a run, 2-1. Red Sox could be a lot higher up than they are right now, because with that one they left in the 8th inning, they have now stranded 9 men on base tonight. We'll see who the Red Sox bring in here in the bottom of the 8th inning. This is a Red Sox team that won 9 of the 13 matchups against the Yankees in the regular season. Finished 5 games back of both the Blue Jays and Yankees in the American League East. Crochet is coming back out for the 8th. He only threw 6 pitches in that 7th inning. He's at exactly 100 pitches. And he's coming back out at least to start the bottom of the 8th. As Grisham will lead it off in the bottom of the 8th. Grisham is 0 for 2. He has struck out both his at-bats. So here we go. Bottom of the 8th. Yankees have 6 outs remaining to try and get at least 1 run to tie it. First pitch to Grisham. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 101 pitches, and Crochet still hitting 97 miles an hour. Oh, 1 pitch. Downstairs, 1-1 the count. To Trent Grisham. Red Sox bullpen does have action now. Garrett Whitlock and Aroldis Chapman is loosening. 1-1 to Grisham is low, 2-1. Two 2-1 to Grisham. That's at the knees for strike 2. Grisham steps back in the box. The 2-2 from Crochet. Swing and a miss. That's a hat trick. The 3rd strikeout. 3rd time Grisham has struck out tonight. Number 10 on the night for Crochet. And here's Volpe. He's responsible for the only Yankees run, the home run in the 2nd. He'd like to hit another deep one here to tie the game. And takes this one on the inside corner for strike 1. Oh, 1. He will check swing, but he went around. It's 0-2. Red Sox trying to preserve the bullpen as much as they can. 0-2 pitch to Volpe as upstairs. A ball and 2 strikes now the count. One-two pitch. Bounce up the middle and through for a base hit. Volpe's 2nd hit of the night. And that stops the streak of 17 consecutive batters retired since the Volpe 2nd inning home run. Brings up Austin Wells. Is Alex Cora coming to get Crochet? Doesn't look like it. Austin Wells takes strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch to Austin Wells. Bounced foul. Wells is now in an 0-2 hole. Tying run at first is Volpe. 1 out here in the 8th. 0-2 pitch. Wells fouls it back. Stays alive. Oh, 2 pitch. Upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes now the count to Austin Wells. One-two pitch and a throw over to first. Volpe did have 18 stolen bases this year. There he goes, and the pitch is fouled back. Volpe has to retreat back to first base. Comes another 1-2 pitch to Austin Wells. Just missed the outside corner. Ooh. I think everybody thought he had that one, Crochet. 2-2 pitch. Volpe does not go. It's up and in, and the count runs full. 3-2. So let's see if Volpe will be off from first base. Meeting on the mound. All the Red Sox infield as well as Narvaez, the catcher. Pitch number 8 of the at-bat, a full count to Austin Wells. Volpe, the runner at first. Does not go. Called strike 3 at the knees. Strikeout number 11 for Crochet. And Alex Cora is coming to get Crochet now. The Yankee fans, Austin Wells, did not like that strike 3 call. So Crochet, 117 pitches tonight, is getting lifted with 2 outs in the 8th. What a game tonight for Garrett Crochet. 7 2/3 innings. Gave up 4 hits, 1 run, it was earned. No walks and 11 strikeouts in 117 pitches, and they are going to the closer, Aroldis Chapman. So Alex Cora calling on Chapman to try to get a 4-out save. 67 appearances this year, 5-3 record, 1.17 ERA. 15 walks, 85 strikeouts, 61 1/3 innings. He had 32 saves. Looking for his first save of the 2025 postseason. He'll have to get 4 outs to get it. The number 9 hitter, Caballero, will be the batter. So big situation here for Chapman, coming in with 2 outs in the 8th inning. The tying run at first. So Caballero against Aroldis Chapman. So here we go. Aroldis Chapman trying to get situated here on the mound before we begin this at bat. Caballero, the batter, is 0 for 2 tonight. Now the umpires are going out and checking something on Aroldis Chapman. So whatever it is has been resolved. I'm sure they said on the broadcast what the issue is, but for obvious reasons, when I do these live streams, I have the sound down, so I don't exactly know what they're saying or what's going on some of the times. But here we go. Chapman's first pitch to Caballero is low for ball 1. Volpe, the tying run at first. 2 outs here in the 8th. Top of the order, Goldschmidt is on deck. Throw back to first. Chapman's 1-0 pitch. Outside corner for strike 1. Volpe's just trying to dare Chapman to throw over to first base, which he does right there. So he can't throw over again. That's 2. So let's see if because of that, Volpe will try to steal second. 1-1 pitch. A little off the plate. Ball 2. 2-1. The count to Caballero. Again, the throw over to first, but that's the 3rd throw. So that's going to send Volpe to second base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Two and 1 is the count to Caballero. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now, the count on Caballero. Two pitch. Foul back. Base hit to the outfield ties this game. Caballero sends it to right center, but it's going to be caught in right center field by Abreu, who a fielding change took over in right field this half inning, and the Red Sox get out of it still with the lead. On we go to inning number 9, still Red Sox 2, Yankees 1. A little bit of a deep breath on that one. Be 9-1-2 in the Red Sox order. Sogard, Yoshida, and Story in the 9th. And we are going to see the 5th Yankee pitcher of the night, David Bednar. Into the game. Trying to keep this a 1-run deficit and give the Yankees a chance in the bottom of the 9th. So Sogard will lead it off in the top of the 9th. He is 2 for 3. He scored on the 2-run single by Yoshida, the hit that's given the Red Sox the lead. That was back in the 7th inning. So David Bednar, the 5th Yankee pitcher tonight. First pitch, top 9, ball 1. One 0 pitch to Sogard, right down the middle, strike 1. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count on Sogard. If you're looking ahead to the Yankees' bottom of the 9th, it's going to be the top of the order, Goldschmidt, Judge, and Bellinger. So the Red Sox are far from out of the woods yet. 1-2 pitch, misses down low, 2-2. So the Red Sox would be the furthest from comfortable with a one-run lead going to the bottom of the ninth with those three bats coming up. They really could use some insurance. 2-2 pitch. Called strike three at the knees. Sogard caught looking for the first out of the ninth. Now the top of the order, Yoshida, who has hit the game-deciding two-run double at this point. Yoshida takes on the outside corner for strike one. Strike one pitch down low in the dirt. Evens the count 1-1. Bednar's 1-1 pitch to Yoshida. Bouncer to second. Chisholm over to first for out number two. And here's Trevor Story. Story 1 for 4 tonight with a single. He struck out his other 3 plate appearances. Pitch is lined to left field for a base hit. Trevor Story with his second hit of the night, a 2-out single here in the ninth. And it will bring up Alex Bregman. Bregman on the evening is 1 for 3. He's also reached on a walk. Throw over to first. Story dives back. Medium-sized lead at first for Story. He does not go, and the pitch is high. Ball one. 1-0 pitch on the way. And a throw back to first again. So Bednar cannot throw over again. One 0 the count. That's popped foul and out of play. That'll even the count, a ball and a strike. Again, the top 3 of the Yankee order. Goldschmidt, Judge, and Bellinger due up in the bottom of the ninth. One. There goes Story. Pitch outside. Throw to second. Not in time. Story with a stolen base. So he gets himself into scoring position with 2 outs. Close play at second, but Story is in there. He did get his hand in before the tag. There is a review here It sure looked like Story got his hand in just ahead of the tag. The call on the field was safe. And I see no reason why this is not going to stand. And they have upheld the call of safe after the review. So Story at second base with 2 outs. 2-1 the count to Alex Bregman. A strike to Bregman evens the count 2-2. Fans rise one more time at Yankee Stadium. 2-2 pitch, bouncer. That's going to be foul. Count stays 2-2. Two-two pitch again from Bednar to Bregman. Lined into left field. Fair ball. Story will score. Bregman into second with an RBI double and a big insurance run for the Red Sox. It's now 3-1 in the ninth. Bregman just punches that to left field. And we going to have a pitching change? Yes, we are. We are going to see the 6th Yankee pitcher tonight. Tim Hill coming in. Hill this year in 70 appearances had a 4-4 record, 3.09 ERA, 16 walks and 37 strikeouts in 67 innings. But the Red Sox have had it a huge insurance run here in the 9th inning. And they now lead at 3-1. So Aaron Boone has used 6 pitchers tonight. So Hill finishes his warm-up throws. And the batter's Nathaniel Lowe, and he swings and misses for strike 1. Hill delivers the 0-1 to Lowe. Fouled away, and Lowe's down in the count 0-2. Lowe came in as a pinch hitter. He flew out his previous at bat. That was back in the 7th. Oh, 2 pitch. That's lined into left center field. That's going to be playable out there. In left center field, and the catch made by Grisham, and that will do it. But the Red Sox add a very important insurance run. Goldschmidt, Judge, and Bellinger due up. Top of the order, bottom of the 9th. Yankees now need 2 to tie, 3 to win it. We're just a few minutes away from first pitch in the final wild card game 1, Reds and Dodgers from Dodger Stadium. Getting underway here in just a little over 5 minutes. So Chapman tried to get 3 more outs and give the Red Sox a 1-0 lead in this best-of-3 wild card series. Goldschmidt would love to get on base to lead off the bottom of the 9th, give Aaron Boone a chance to tie it with a long ball. So here we go. Aroldis Chapman against Paul Goldschmidt to lead off the bottom of the 9th. The Yankees down 2. Yankee fans in the stands have their rally caps on. Goldschmidt 1 for 3 tonight. Here we go. First pitch, bottom 9. Chapman to Goldschmidt, not close. Ball 1. One-zero pitch from Chapman to Goldschmidt. Foul ball. Oh, that got the catcher. Narvaez. He's going to have to walk this one off. One and one the count on Goldschmidt. Narvaez looks like he's back good to go. 1-1 pitch. Lined into right field. That's going to be a base hit, and Judge comes up with a chance to tie it with a long ball. So here we go. Chapman against Judge. Up the middle, base hit. First and second for the Yankees here in the bottom of the ninth. And now the winning run comes to the plate, and Cody Bellinger. Whoa, how big is this insurance run the Red Sox picked up in the top of this inning looking right now? Bellinger comes up 0 for 3 on the night. Everybody standing at Yankee Stadium. Chapman's pitch to Bellinger. In the air to left center field. That's going to get down. The Yankees have loaded the bases with nobody out in the bottom of the ninth. And the batter will be Giancarlo Stanton. Stanton tonight, 0 for 3. Goldschmidt had to wait to see if that ball was going to be caught. That's why he could only get to third base right there. Bases loaded, nobody out, bottom of the ninth. Yankees trailing by 2. Chapman's pitch to Stanton. Check swing foul. 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch from Chapman to Stanton. Swing and a miss. Stanton's behind in the count, 0-2. Jazz Chisholm is on deck. 0-2 from Chapman. Foul back. Time called before the 0-2 pitch. Stanton ready, Chapman ready. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 1 down in the ninth. And now Jazz Chisholm, the batter. First at bat tonight for Chisholm. Chisholm fouls it off, strike 1. Chisholm this year hit .242 with 31 home runs. He drove in 80. 0-1 pitch. On the outside corner, Chisholm down 0-2. Here comes the 0-2. Fouled away. Chisholm stays alive. Bases loaded. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Time called. Okay, here we go. 0-2. Chisholm in the air to right, playable. This probably will get a run home. There's the tag. Catch made. Throw comes up line and no tag. Goldschmidt stays at third. Now 2 outs in the 9th. And it's up to Trent Grisham. Goldschmidt doesn't have the fastest speed in the world and wasn't going to chance it. Here's Trent Grisham, last hope. He is 0 for 3, has a hat trick on strikeouts. He struck out all 3 times. Pitch is high for ball 1. (1-0) pitch. Grisham fouls it off. Evens the count 1-1. (1-1). In tight, 2-1 to Grisham. Chapman's 2-1 pitch to Grisham. Strike right down the middle. Now the Yankees are down to their final strike. Goldschmidt at third. Judge at second. He represents the tying run. Bellinger at first represents the winning run. Two-two pitch from Chapman to Grisham. Got him! Chapman battles back from bases loaded, nobody out, and holds the Yankees scoreless, and the Red Sox take game 1 in the Bronx, 3-1. Wow. Bases loaded, nobody out. The Yankees cannot bring them in. The Red Sox, a 3-1 final in game 1 to take the series lead. 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Red Sox. 1 run, 7 hits, no errors for the Yankees. Win goes to Garrett Crochet. Chapman gets the save. Weaver gets the loss for the Yankees. The two-run single in the top of the 7th by a pinch hitter, Yoshida. The difference in this game is the Red Sox added the run in the 9th. The Volpe home run in the 2nd, the only run the Yankees could muster tonight. They strand the bases loaded in the 9th. And the Red Sox win game 1, 3-1 over the Yankees. Before I sign off, I want to remind you tomorrow, I'll be back with you tomorrow for more Major League playoffs wildcard action. We'll be with you for game 2 of this Red Sox-Yankee series at least. We'll have to check the schedule to see any other games I can bring you tomorrow on the live stream, but at least going to have this game 2 of the Red Sox-Yankees wildcard series, with the Red Sox looking to close it out and advance on to the American League Division Series. Again, my name is John, Sports Bonanza John, here on YouTube. If you like my content, would really appreciate a like and subscribe. That would really help out. Was on Kick tonight as well under Sports Kick John. Do have some content as well on Twitch at Sport Guru John. Check out my content there as well. Appreciate you joining me. It was a doozy here in this one, 3-1 Red Sox win. I will talk to you again tomorrow on the live stream for more Major League Baseball.